Low-key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking, all my guys, them know me. Since '06, I've been writing this story.
Hey guys, welcome to Life with Mrs. Nyati. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber, and welcome if you're new to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing, but if you haven't subscribed, please do the right thing and subscribe to the channel. Okay guys, so now that I've shown you how I do my brows, how I do my simple eyeshadow, and how I apply my eyelashes, we're now moving on to the face. So today I'm going to show you guys how I apply my foundation, how I contour, highlights, and all the good things that I do to the rest of the face. So for me, I prefer doing the eyes first and then moving on to my foundation and everything else. But I know other people start with the foundation and then they do their eyes last. But for me, this works better. So I'm going to move on now to show you guys how I apply my foundation. Things first, I go in with this hydrating primer. I got this from Mr. Price, Scarlet Hue. So you can try it as well. It's really good. I don't put a lot, just put a little bit on one side and a bit on that side. And then after this, I just dab it in. You can even use a brush, or you can apply it. You can use a brush for this, or you can use your hand. So you can also apply it on the whole face, but I just try and apply it here. I don't know why, but it's what I've gotten used to. So there we go. Sometimes I do this as I'm doing my eyes and then I allow it time to sink in, but sometimes I do it like how I'm doing it now. So after this, you want to go in now with your foundation. In with this Fit Me Maybelline foundation in the shade, mine is 335. But I recently added this pep one because I saw how people were raving about it. So I decided to try it, but this one is too dark. I'm yet to find one that suits my skin tone. So I mix the two currently because this one is too dark. This one is fine, I love it. But this one is too dark, so currently I just apply them both. So this is how I do it. I don't like too much foundation, so I don't put a lot. Na 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 na. And then I go in with this one. So I literally mix the two. You can see the shades are different in the sense that the one is darker and the other one is lighter. After that, I then go in with this brush. Yo guys, these brushes, I've had these brushes for like, I think this is the 3rd year. Shout out to my colleague Daniela. I know sometimes she does watch the videos. She got me these makeup brushes, I think it was 2-3 years ago when we were doing Secret Santa. And guys, I love the quality. I'm still using the brushes, Daniela. So this is the foundation brush. I love that it covers, like it's big, it covers a bigger area of my face. Before these, I used to use this one, and this would take me longer because it's smaller. So this one is perfect. And then I blend in the foundation. You see how I'm not putting too much under my eye, because obviously I'm gonna put concealer there. So and I really love the coverage Sometimes if I'm going in for like a full glam look, I also go in with color correction, but because these foundations are full coverage, I don't really need color correction here. So you see that this is how her face looks, and then now we can go on to the other areas. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's fully blended in. Take your time. Here we go, guys. So this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. I'm going to use this one. Sometimes I use this, but I'm going to use the smudge one. What shade is this? It's soft beige. Not too much. I like here. So you can go in with 2 shades of concealers. If you have 2 different shades, but obviously if you only have 1 shade, then it's fine. So I go in with the light one. Inner eyes, I go in with the light one. This one is almost finished, and then I put this here. You can see that this one is lighter, this one is a bit dark, but at the end of the day they are both lighter than my skin tone. To here, this one and this one, again I'm gonna go with this one because it's the bigger one, so then it covers a bigger area at the same time. And then at this point you don't want to take the product everywhere else. You're just going to dab it in where it is. Don't move it to other areas, like so. You're just pressing it in, obviously starting with the inner part. You're pressing it in, and then you can move on to the outer. Where you also just pressing it in. You see that, guys? Try and not take it everywhere else, just press it in. So at this point it should look something like this. There we go. So we do the same on the other side, and then now you start blending it with your foundation. That's where you start taking it out now to the other areas. And obviously now the product is not as much as what you initially had, so you just want to make sure that it blends well. And see that? I always want to give this a minute or 2 just to sink in. So whilst I give it some time, I then go in again with my concealer. But because my nose is long already, sometimes I skip this process, I leave it like that. But today let's do it. Just a thin line. I'm going to apply a very thin line on my nose bridge, and then you can look for a brush. I'm going to use a small brush to just dip that in. Again, I'm not taking that to the product to other parts. I'm just dipping it in like so. So I just dipped it in that place. So once you're done with that, then you can go in. You can use your banana powder, or you can use translucent powder. I'm going to use this one. For this process, you can use this brush, or you can use a beauty blender, which I don't have at the moment, so I'm going to use this brush. Or you can even use this. I think I'm going to use this. See, it already has product, so there we go. See that? I don't like baking, so you just apply. See that? Apply the product. Here we go. And then you're gonna do the same on the other side. Apply the product, not too much. You're also just gonna dip it in there. Again, not too much, like that. So some people put you can put concealer here and here and here, but I don't. I then just go in with the powder. Here we go. You can also go in with the powder here. You can see that I don't want to apply a lot. See that? And then you can also go in with the powder here. Also, I'm trying not to apply a lot. There we go. After this, some people like to bake, like leave it in there for some time, but I don't like to bake because then it leaves my skin dry. So I'm just gonna go in with the brush. So you start brushing it off with your foundation brush. So I start off with the areas that has less powder. And here, obviously, see that, and then move on. Yeah. Currently, I'm using this to contour. Here we go. And then you also want to use the same product now on your nose. Remember, on my nose, I didn't bake it. So I'm just going to apply this. On my nose, guys, I don't like putting too much because my nose is long already. Otherwise, I feel like the whole process makes it longer. So after this, I then go in with the brush. There we go. Contouring. Excuse me. So contour. See how I'm applying the product upwards. So that's how you do it. See that? And then after this, I go in with the Avon, the Pals. I don't know how many years I've had this. I think I've had it for like, I don't know, more than 5 years. And then I just go over my contour with the bronzer. Just take this as well to the top. I don't put contour at the top. I just go in with the bronzer. just to give my face a shape. And then I also do the same here. So this is how our face looks like currently. We're still working on it. And then now I go in with my blushy at the top and here at the top. I might have put too much. And then with a different brush, you now go in. So you're not really spreading the product to the other areas. You're just literally, what do you call this? Blending. Oh, yeah, you're literally blending it in the. See that? So some people, they start with this before they put the powder, which I sometimes do. But either way, it works out. So you blend. Now we're gonna go in with this. So at this point, you wanna put your liner at the bottom now. Do you see the difference between this side and this side? And then you do the other side. You can also use the liquid liner, but I don't want it to mess up my makeup. So you can even use the liquid liner, but I just don't want it to mess up my makeup. So I prefer using this one. There we go. And then for me, as my last finishing, I go in with this powder. Like I literally put it everywhere on my face and I blend it in, just to make sure that there's some form of well blend there. This is the final look.